So you'll get zero benefits if you don't grind them. Fruit, but they're loaded with healthy fats and a shocking amount of fiber.
Vegan to keto sounds like a health nightmare, and most people go keto the wrong way. Because I came from being vegan, I had to protect my health and my carbs. I was going from plants to fat, but not junk. Here's a few things I focused on to stay healthy, intentional, and low carb.
Have you ever eaten a healthy meal only to find yourself starving an hour later? Are you sick of spending a fortune on special diet foods just to feel full? It's an insane cycle. You try to cut carbs to feel better, but it just leaves you hungry and grabbing snacks you're trying to avoid. It feels like a game you can't possibly win.
What if I said that the cycle can be smashed forever by showing you 8 super cheap, normal foods you can find in any grocery store?
These foods will pack your diet with fiber, keep you full for hours, and help you destroy your carb count without even noticing. This isn't about weird supplements or expensive garbage. It's about real food for real people.
Let's do this.
Before we get to the list, we need to talk about the why. The secret is understanding 2 crazy simple things: fiber and net carbs. Fiber is a carb, but your body doesn't digest it, which is a huge advantage. There's insoluble fiber that just bulks things up, but the real hero for us is soluble fiber. It dissolves in water and turns into a gel. This gel literally slows down digestion. That is the secret to feeling full for longer and stopping the insane blood sugar spikes that make you crash. And that's where net carbs come in. To figure out the net carbs, you take the total carbs and just subtract the fiber. That's it. Since your body doesn't use fiber for energy, the net carb number gives you the real story of how food affects you. See? High fiber foods are automatically lower in net carbs. By focusing on foods packed with fiber, you're picking things that crush your hunger and have way less impact on your blood sugar. This tiny change will absolutely change the entire game. Now let's go stock your kitchen.
Here is the seed superstars. We're starting with 2 tiny seeds that are pound for pound the most powerful and cheapest ways to get more fiber.
Seed 1 is chia seeds. If you want a true fiber beast, it's chia seeds. A single ounce or just 2 tablespoons has 12 grams of carbs, but get this, 10 of those grams are fiber. That leaves you with only 2 net carbs for a gigantic dose of fiber. What makes them so insane is that soluble fiber we talked about. If you've ever put chia seeds in liquid, you've seen them swell up and make a thick gel. That is exactly what they do in your stomach. That gel expands, takes up space, and makes you feel full for hours. Plus, it slows down everything else you ate, giving you stable, clean energy. On top of that, they're loaded with omega-3 and protein. The best part? They are dirt cheap. And I love spending money wisely. A bag lasts forever. So each serving costs literally pennies. You can make an insanely easy chia pudding by mixing 2 tablespoons with a cup of unsweetened almond milk and berries. Let it sit for 10 minutes and you have an incredible breakfast. You can also throw them in yogurt, smoothies, or on a salad.
And now, seed 2 is ground flax seeds.
The humble flax seed, another budget hero. 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed give you 4 grams of fiber with basically 0 net carbs. Flax is awesome because it has both the gel-forming soluble fiber and the bulking insoluble kind. Now, the trick with flax is that it must be ground. Your body literally can't break down the whole seeds, so you'll get 0 benefits if you don't grind them. You can buy them pre-ground or just blast them in a coffee grinder. Like chia, flax is super versatile. It has a mild, nutty taste that's perfect on salads, in oatmeal, or in a smoothie. I love adding a tablespoon to my morning smoothie to make it thicker and way more filling. It's a crazy cheap way to get more heart-healthy omega-3 fats.
All right, let's go to the produce aisle for 2 vegetables that should be in your cart every single week if you want to add insane volume and fiber to your meals without any carbs.
Broccoli is a legit superfood, and it needs to be in your cart. It's a nutritional monster. 1 cup of raw broccoli has 2 grams of fiber for only 3 net carbs. But when you cook it, the fiber gets even more insane. A half cup of cooked broccoli has 2.6 grams of fiber for just 3 net carbs. The best thing about broccoli is the sheer bulk it adds to your meals. It's also packed with nutrients like vitamin C and K. You can roast it until it's crispy, steam it, throw it in salads for crunch, or even blend it into soups. It holds up in stir fries and casseroles, filling up your plate and your stomach without a crazy carb load.
The second champion.
Cauliflower is famous for one reason. It's the ultimate low-carb shapeshifter. Its ability to replace high-carb foods is unmatched. 1 cup of cauliflower has 2 grams of fiber and only 3 grams of net carbs. You can pulse it in a food processor and make cauliflower rice, and great substitute for regular rice. You can steam and mash it with butter and garlic for a creamy alternative to mashed potatoes. You can even make a pizza crust out of it. Because its flavor is so mild, cauliflower just soaks up the taste of whatever you cook it with, making it a perfect blank canvas for adding bulk to any meal. A single head of cauliflower is cheap and can be used for a lot of meals. It's an absolute workhorse.
Let's get to the green and good fat giants. We're halfway through and you should be seeing how simple this is. If you're getting some insane ideas from this video, do me a favor and slam that like button. It actually helps the video get out to more people. Now, back to the list for 2 more game changers.
Spinach is one of the most nutrient-packed things on the entire planet, and it has almost 0 carbs. A cup of raw spinach has less than 1 net carb, but here's where the real magic happens. You have to cook it. Spinach is mostly water, so it cooks down to almost nothing. This means you can add a crazy amount to your meals without even noticing. Throw a few giant handfuls into your eggs, a soup, or a stir fry. An entire bag of fresh spinach might cook down to half a cup, but you're getting all that fiber and nutrition you need. A half cup of cooked spinach gives you over 2 grams of fiber for just 1.2 net carbs. It's the sneakiest fiber boost in the world. Then we have the avocados, which are an absolute gift to anyone eating low carb. They're a fruit, but they're loaded with healthy fats and a shocking amount of fiber. A single medium avocado can have 10 grams of fiber with only 3 grams of net carbs. Fat slows digestion and fiber fills you up. Put them together, and adding avocado to a meal will keep you satisfied for hours, making you way less likely to need a snack. Add half an avocado to your salad, mash it on a low-carb cracker, or just eat it with a spoon and some salt. It's that good.
Let's talk about the snack and sweet tooth savers.
Finally, let's talk about that 3 p.m. crash or the late-night sweet tooth. These next 2 foods are perfect for destroying those cravings without ruining your progress. When that 3 p.m. energy crash hits, instead of grabbing crackers, grab a handful of almonds. A 1-ounce serving, about a quarter cup, gives you 3.5 grams of fiber for just 3 net carbs. They also give you a solid hit of protein and healthy fats, making them a perfectly balanced snack. That trio of fiber, protein, and fat keeps your blood sugar from crashing like it would with a normal carb snack. The only rule with nuts is portion control. They're calorie dense, so stick to that 1-ounce serving. If you want to save money, buy them in bulk, then put them in little bags for the week. A lot of people think you can't eat fruit on a low-carb diet. That is not true. You just have to pick the right fruits. And when it comes to fiber, raspberries and blackberries are your absolute best friends. They are packed with antioxidants and are shockingly low in sugar. A full cup of raspberries has an unbelievable 8 grams of fiber with only 5 to 8 net carbs. Blackberries are right there with them, packing 8 grams of fiber for just 5 net carbs per cup. This makes them the perfect weapon when you're craving something sweet. The fiber makes sure the sugar is absorbed slowly so you don't get a huge blood sugar spike. Eat a handful by themselves, add them to chia pudding, or mix them into Greek yogurt for a healthy and genuinely delicious dessert. Buying them frozen is usually way cheaper and just as nutritious.
So those are 8 powerful, cheap, and totally normal foods that can completely change your health.
We've got chia and flax seeds, broccoli and cauliflower, spinach and avocado, and almonds and berries. When you start focusing on adding these high-fiber, low-net-carb foods, you can finally win the war against being hungry all the time. You can feel full, energized, and in control, all without spending a fortune. Eating well does not have to be complicated or expensive.
I want to hear from you. What's your favorite high-fiber, low-budget food from this list?
Or is there one I miss that you use all the time? I do read every single comment, so drop it down below. And for more simple, insane videos to help you eat healthy without the stress, make sure you hit the subscribe, hype this video, and hit that notification bell. Help me grow our community. Thanks for watching.